Ask the question.
I said, why does one religion think they're better than the other? Why is the Baptist, if you're not baptized, you're not going to heaven? Why is the Catholic say, if you don't say Hail Mary and confess to the priest, you're not going to heaven? I mean, if he's coming back for all of us, if there is such a thing, I mean, why is he not coming back for every religion? I mean, they all worship the same thing. I just don't understand why one is better than the other.
Well, first, you must understand that people are so caught up in, religion has a way to look pretty to some people, you know, like a woman, long flowing hair and beautiful face, but essentially it's a scar upon your mind, your physical body, and your spirit. And if you understand that every man is right in his own eyes, then you can understand why everyone thinks the religion is the way. Everyone feels they have the right way.
But if it's the same God that's coming back for his people, who are his people? Is it the Jews? Is it the Catholics? Is it the Baptists? Is it Jehovah's Witnesses? Is it the Christians? Is it the what you call them? With the three, God, Son, and the Holy Spirit? I mean, who is he coming back for? If it's the same person that's coming back for people who worship him, who's to say, oh yeah, well, he's gonna come get me first?
It's a facade. It's a fucking lie. No man is gonna crack the sky and come save a motherfucker down here in hell. You have to save your fucking self.
How do you do that?
What?
How do you do that?
By stop being distracted by this life, by this realm. Listen to yourself. If I told you right now to say, God, not to me, but in your mind. Say God in your mind.
Okay.
I say it.
But when I say God in my mind, what I see is God is not what other people see. I don't see a being sitting in a chair in the sky, looking down and waiting and punching numbers and saying, okay, it's your time to go, it's your time to go. When I say God, what I see is someone like you. That's what I see. That's what I feel. That's just my God. But people think I'm crazy if I'm calling you God because they see you as human. So therefore, I'm blaspheming.
No, baby. God is spirit and matter together. God is not just spirit. God is not just matter. God is both, which this human vessel is. God itself, the concept of God, is the creator as a human. But the creator indwells many things, not just humans. It indwells trees, it indwells animals, it indwells the earth. That's why these things are God. Because if there was nothing here, in the beginning there was nothing here. So really, there still is nothing here. This is just how you looking at it, how you've been told, how you've been conditioned over all these years, going to school, going to prison, all these institutions. They have a church of medicine, a church of religion, and a church of politics. And all three of these work together to keep the unsaid goal as it is. And I don't give a damn who it is. If it's a black person, they are suffering from PST.
What's that?
Post-traumatic slavery disorder. No one ever sat a nigga down at the table and said, How do you feel about slavery? Therefore, for hundreds of years, we've had to hold in these natural feelings we feel toward white people. That causes what they call today mental disease, mental illness. You can't even mention slavery around some black people. It's like a trauma. If that ain't a motherfucking psychological mind fuck, ain't shit out here doing it.
So religion is a mind fuck? Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Do you realize religion has the ability to scar your genes, which can lead to your seeds, which are your children, which will grow, and they might develop certain mindsets that are foreign to you as an adult, as a parent. And you might wonder why they think like this, why they do this.
Because he was taught.
Not only that, but your genes.
Conditioned.
Your genes also play into your environment. They go off each other. And depending on your environment you're in, can only help make you come to what you were supposed to be. But if you're in the wrong environment, it can't help you become what you're supposed to be. It'll make you become less.
So, how do you distinguish, or how do you know what's wrong environment and what's right environment? Isn't it all relative?
Yeah, to you.
So what's the wrong environment? Because the environment I grew up in is not the same as someone else grew up in, and some other people that grows up in what other folks are called bad environment. They done grew up to be strong, successful, and no looking back. And like me, I grew up in a very comfortable environment, and
we live in a
I done did whatever the fuck I wanted to do.
We live in
just
a Christian world. The
Christian.
Hospitals, the schools.
That's just America. That's not.
No.
That's not every. Well.
Yeah. The reason people in Africa and third world, the reason why they got third world countries, is because them crackers in Christianity went over there and stole all that shit. That's where they starving, begging, and pleading. Then the cracker turns to you and exploits our brothers and sisters and says, help us. We're doing our part. Really?
What does that mean?
They trying to make you pay for a mistake they made. Is that true justice?
Mm.
Do you believe in something called fucking justice?
No.
You don't believe in justice?
No.
Why not?
Because I've seen and heard that there's really no justice unless you're white. And there's still no justice because the white folks get away with everything, but let a black man walk across the street, they gonna try to arrest my fucking 13-year-old for jaywalking. What the hell? They trying to put him in jail. He's 13 for jaywalking. But let a white man do that shit. I bet they don't give a fuck. Oh, what you got in your pockets? What are you doing?
But yet we still let these devils educate our children. We have really dropped the ball. And wonder why we're growing up to act certain ways and become gay and question our parents' authority and start to live lives that are below what we know we can do, below our potential. Because the black family has been destroyed. The father, the mother, the brother, the sister, the baby.
So what destroyed us?
The crackers.
How?
Through study.
What?
They've turned the household into a domestic sales. Like they can sell shit to the home now. like how they say what a father's supposed to do. They say what a mother's supposed to do. Tell you what a teenager's supposed to do. What a child's supposed to do. But by us taking on that mindset, we leave off everything that will get us the respect that we desire. Because we are so nonchalant. Because we weren't born in freedom. We never had freedom. All those luxuries and liberties they talk of in the Constitution, they're not for you niggas. Constitution say you still 3/5 of a man. That's still on the fucking books today.
Right?
If I shoot a white man and shoot a black man, I'm gonna get less time for killing that black man. Cause you ain't shit but chattel. Nigga, your birth certificate is the document that is the foundation for your paper man that they make for you. Niggas don't give a fuck though. Niggas got their religion. It's called wake up, go to work, fuck, sleep, and eat. That's all niggas know. They don't want to look at themselves and listen to that voice inside that just won't shut the fuck up. Because that's that real God. They got us believing in some fucking spook God. Niggas say they know God. Tell them motherfuckers, call the nigga up right now because I want to ask him some damn questions. But they can't.
That's silly.
They can only tell you stories about niggas that supposedly had encounters with this force they called God. But yet, there are monuments around the fucking world, great monuments, that are living proof how our people did this shit. Some of that shit 10,000 years BC before the fucking Christian era. 10,000 years, niggas was priest kings. Big ass fucking Olmec heads. You ever seen the back of one of them big ass bath salt heads in Mexico and shit? It's got 7 dreads. 7 dreads. They don't show that shit in National Geographic. They try to tell you how it's got big noses and shit because the erosion and years of time passing by and shit. You know.
They lied.
Well, of course. We know that. But if you understand that your history says that you are greater than these people. You know they say you're bound to repeat history. So it shall happen. But it's up to us to decide when this shall happen.
So how do we get over this era and go into the next? How do we get in touch with our gods and goddesses inside us? I mean, if it's inside us, we should be able to get in touch with it somehow, huh?
Start to listen.
Listen to what?
The voice inside. The voice inside you. It exists in a whole nother place. It exists at the very same time you exist right now. That's how you're able to go through shit and not feel certain things. Because you ain't even in this fucking realm. You're in that.
So to get in touch with the goddess in me, I have to leave this realm, is what you're saying? What? I don't understand.
Just merely become aware.
How do you do that?
By knowing more of yourself. I told you it's called self-knowledge. The journey of self. The great African proverb, man, know thyself. Because you are really all there is. There is nothing outside of you that truly exists. It is all what people see in the mind. I lie not. We are living in someone else's reality, someone else's idea.
So what? I'm just like a little girl's. I'm a toy in a little girl's playhouse. Is that what you're telling me? Like some Twilight Zone shit?
Until you disagree with the agreements that you have made through life about how you look at shit, your reality, and how you think on things.
So this is the Twilight Zone. That's what you're telling me. I'm just a pawn on a chessboard. And some bigger and...
I cannot tell you nothing. It is whatever you say it is.
What is it? What?
Whatever a person says is true for them, it is true for them.
I can understand
that. And that's what this reality is about. Perception. If shit is based off of perception, not a motherfucking thing out here is real. Anything real or true, would you argue about something real or true?
You can find an argument for anything.
Would you argue about something that was real or true?
I mean, if you're in an argumentative mood, you can argue about anything.
That's not what I said. Would you argue about something that you know
so
was
what's
true?
true? What's true? Is there anything that's true?
Fine. I just told you. Only you.
Okay, Morpheus. What do you mean?
I mean, everything you see out here is based upon how your mind puts it together. You have told your mind over
So there's
the years.
nothing true, is what you're saying.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Steve.
You see what you want to see. That's not just philosophy, that's some real shit. You see exactly what you want to see. If you want to see the devil, you want to see the devil. You want to see God, you want to see God.
But the sky is blue. I see a blue sky. That doesn't exist. Am I imagining that? I see a blue sky with puffy clouds.
It exists for you.
It doesn't exist for everybody. It's right there.
So if a man came over here and said the sky is falling or the sky is fucking green.
But it's not. I see blue. I see puffy white clouds.
But to that man, you wouldn't agree that he
Okay, then I'll just call him a crazy fuck.
Yeah, you just call him crazy.
Do you see green? What do you see?
I see blue.
Okay, so how you gonna tell me it's green?
I've been conditioned over years to call it blue. I've associated the word sky in other words with blue.
So how come he's the only one that says green? There's something wrong with him.
His mind is free.
He's just something wrong with him.
Because he doesn't go according
Lock
to...
your kids up, there's something wrong with him.
Because he doesn't go according to your...
No, because he's seeing green when it's blue. Because he's seeing purple when it's white. Because he's freaking crazy.
That person's just not bound by the box that you're put in.
Okay, well, so that person is a molester or a murderer or a Unabomber or a Jeffrey Dahmer or some shit. That's not normal. That's a demon. Are there demons? Is there such a thing as demons?
All that is within yourself.
So you're telling me demons are people?
Demons are within people.
Yeah, but you're saying when you let the demon part come out, you're all demons. Exactly.
If you have God, you got a devil in you too. You
Who is
have to
God?
fight. The
What is
greatest,
God?
the greatest battle is with yourself.
Mm.
It always goes back to self.
But there's things that's just here that you cannot explain.
Nothing is greater than you.
There's things that are here you can't
The
explain.
shit that's inside of you created the universe. Do you understand
I don't think so.
that? See,
There are things that are here that is not created that you cannot explain. There are things out here in this universe walking around going back and forth to and fro that you cannot explain. Demons.
just because you don't know something doesn't mean it's a demon. And do you know that the word demon only means
I mean shit without soul, with no consciousness, with nothing. They just here to seek and destroy. Demon. No soul. No thought, no heart. No organs. Shit. They don't even piss and shit like normal folks. Demons.
everything pissing and shit?
No. Everything doesn't.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
I
No.
disagree totally.
If you understand that slavery was a institution, most people don't realize all the shit that slavery was influenced by. Everything from child care to the police force to politics to everyday living. This was the institution where it was made where you no longer were considered a fucking human. Most black people think they are considered human by America. No matter how many times that cracker beat them in the head, no matter how many times that fucking cracker shoot them in the street, it's just some niggas, because of these luxuries over here, that have lost their fucking mind in Africa and will not be who they're supposed to be because they love this fucking place too much. How can you love a fucking place that raped your grandmothers and your grandfathers? Institutionalized. These motherfuckers would have sporting events where they would pick niggas out the slave huts, hang them, set them on fire, and bet over which parts they would take. Huh?
I did my picnic basket.
Yeah. It's just crazy how motherfuckers have forgotten all this shit that our ancestors went through. They tell you don't forget 9/11, don't forget Pearl Harbor.
Hiroshima, Nagasaki.
They don't give a shit about us. God's honest truth.
Holocaust.
Fucking Jews. We are the only people that had a real Holocaust. Those fucking devil Jewish people have taken over the market of slavery, have taken over the market of suffering. Niggas have been over here suffering for over 2,000 years. I think World War I, World War II only lasted 10, 12 years. who's been suffering longer. But yet, you good Christians give your money to these devils because your fucking Bible that has a fucking copyright in it by Jews, a fucking Jew has a copyright on the damn Bible. You're gonna tell you that's God's word. God's word ain't fucking protected from the damn devil? Fuck no. That's why all those books got the same fucking stories in them. Because the same fucking devil wrote all 3 of them books. Niggas can,
But the Bible, the Quran,
in the Torah.
and the Torah.
Yes. Those books are created to control the masses of people in certain areas and environments. The same way they use the Bible here in America and on the western side is the way they use the Quran over there in the Middle East and Africa.
That's crazy.
None of those people are real.
That's crazy.
And white people couldn't write. They couldn't read. They didn't even know what a fucking book was. Black people had to put an alphabet to their fucking language that we speak today called the Greek alphabet. Black people put a language to that shit. Black people invented writing.
It doesn't ever tell you that.
Fuck no. They invented writing, a way to document history, a way to articulate thought. No one else in the ancient world was able to read and write. So how the fuck do you get a fucking Aristotle? How the fuck do you get a Socrates, a Plato? If the cracker did not even enter world history until he came upon niggas in Egypt. When Alexander the Great came to Egypt, that's when white folks came into world history. Because they don't have a fucking origin at fucking all. You have to be, they were made on this plane. So you could say that they don't even have fucking souls. Only something made from the Creator could have a soul.
So what were they made from?
That's a fucking debate, ain't that some shit? It's a fucking debate where white folks come from. Some folks say they came from fucking mountains. Some folks say they came from us. Some folks say that
Leprosy.
we created them through 6,000 years with pigs and monkeys.
DNA splicing? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, like 2,000 years ago. Come on now.
It took 6,000 years to make this white devil.
Okay,
And they could only get the physical creation. They couldn't create a soul to put in this vessel.
so white people don't have a soul?
I don't think that
None of them?
if they weren't created at the
They
time,
got a belly button, they got a soul.
they just have a vessel.
Mm.
I mean, you think people that have a soul could do the shit they've done for all these years?
They're just evil. It was normal to them.
Normal.
That was their perspective on life.
Yeah.
And it still is. It's never changed.
See, there's a difference. Black folks in religion, you know, we get deep with religion. We go all the way in. We truly want to be spiritual and all that shit. But that's not the way the white man uses religion. The white man uses religion to conquer the world, to take over the world which he has done. Niggas ain't sitting up in them top
It's a
circles.
weapon.
Yeah, niggas ain't sitting up in them top circles with the priest and the angelic priest and the
Pope.
Pope and all that shit. Ain't no niggas in that shit. Think. Jesus is the biggest fucking con man.
But they say Jesus is a black man.
This motherfucker has stolen over $4 billion from black people. Black folks have given over $4 billion to these churches and ain't shit been done to improve your situation. Every week, people genuinely go into a church expecting it to be different when they leave the motherfucker, only to go through the same shit for the next fucking week. And this is your life.
But yet and
Over
still they say Jesus is a black man though.
and over. I don't give a damn if they call him green or black. That is not us. That shit was not wrote for us. We created religion. Why would we need to follow one? When you were fucking born, you were born with a shit called your third eye. Your third eye receives information from the universe and it gives information to the universe. See? But if we don't know that shit, then we might succumb to one of these bullshit ass religions. When you're fucking born, no fucking Bible is strapped to your ass. No fucking Quran is in that fucking womb with you. That Torah is not weighed in the pussy with you. When you're fucking born, the only God that you can scream for is your fucking mom. Think about that. That's your first teacher. She gives you your first lesson. And she is your greatest protector. That's your fucking God. Not to say the man isn't God either. But we're going to emphasize how the woman is the goddess, because you can't have God unless you have the goddess. And you can't have a goddess unless you got the God. Another thing, in those religions, the woman is not even in the fucking picture. In some of those Muslim sects, they kill their women babies. They smash them against the rocks. Oh yeah? Because they're so pissed they had a daughter. Those religions are homosexual murder cults. Created by homosexual fags that happen to take over peoples and destroy their byways, customs, and religion. All these ways are dead to us now. Because we'd rather go get a fucking job than go to school. Or just live and not have to deal with the mantle of changing. Like the brother X said. He said, when the black man is finally able to be intellectually independent, he will act as a black man is supposed to. Therefore, when one black man is attacked, he will feel as if he is attacked. And he will do as needed because he is intellectually free. That's what brothers got to become, man. Intellectually free.